up next, we have Neil. Give it up for Neil.
What's up, everybody? Hi, Devin. A while back, me and a friend of mine, we tried to set up like a dinner party with our friends, kind of like a cultural fusion type deal. I don't know if you guys know what that is. But we wanted to do like a pho mukbang thing. I'm Vietnamese and he's Korean. And we invited a bunch of people and nobody wanted to go. And it's like, I don't understand why you guys don't want to go to our fuckbang. Like, my parents were going to be there too. It was going to be like a family fuckbang. Yeah, so nobody wanted to go. Okay, well, now that I have your attention, I wanted to say a little disclaimer about myself, I guess. Most of my jokes are going to be about my family, specifically my parents, and it's okay, they're not here. And you're allowed to laugh, even if you can't relate. As uncomfortable as it may seem, I really do love my family, or whatever. Right? So you know when you get into college, all your relatives, they don't look at you as like a person anymore. They just look at you as like some college student or whatever. And you know, whenever they see you, they always ask you the same questions. It's like, oh wow, you're in college. What school do you go to? What's your major? Why are you still ugly? And every time, I always respond the same way. I'm always like, okay, I go to SCU, I'm majoring in CS, and I'm pretty sure we have the same genetics. And they always immediately skip over the fact that I just called them ugly. And they're like, oh my god, wow, you're majoring in CS, you live in Silicon Valley, the market's expanding, Neil, you're so smart, you're going to do great in CS. And it just breaks my heart whenever I have to tell them, I'm sorry, I meant child studies. So my relatives and parents alike are equally disappointed in me for many things. But, you know, I've grown older. I've gotten used to it, I guess. And I figured out a way to kind of get around it. You know, they want me to succeed them in their way, right? But I want to succeed them in my own way. To me, all it takes to succeed your parents is you just have to be taller than them. That's it. You need to genetically surpass your creators. And I know what that sounds like. It sounds like I'm setting the bar really low. Like right here. 4'11", that's how tall my mom is. Yeah, my mom's really short. She is so short.
How short is she?
Thank you. She's so short that a few years ago, we got a new laundry machine, and it was top down, and our old one was like front out. I think that's the other one. And so whenever she does laundry, she's like, Neil, you gotta come help me. And I'm like, why? And she's like, I can't reach the laundry, so I have to like do this thing and take laundry out for her and put it in the dryer. My mom's very short. I think you understand. But as hard as it is to please my parents, you know, succeed them or whatever, it's also really hard to get them gifts. Last Christmas, and every Christmas, birthday, whatever, I always ask them what they want. And they always give me the same spiel. They're always like, Neil, we're your parents. It's our job to provide for you, not the other way around. And every time I'm always like, shut the fuck up. Just tell me what you want. I don't need this right now. What do you want? And every time they're always like, okay, you're serious? We want you to get straight A's, a job, and be happy. Every time. Like, can we be realistic, please? Like, can you just can I buy something? Like at Walmart? You're not getting those other things. Right? And so they never tell me or my siblings what they want. And it always ends up being the same thing. We cook for them. Like as a family, we cook for our parents. Right? And I don't know if it's just me. I'm very nostalgic about this, but it's crazy looking at me and my siblings, how old we are now. We're kind of like adults. It's crazy cooking for your parents. Using the same things that they used to use so long ago to whack us. It's like, no, Mom, not the stove. And my mom is really judgmental. Every time we make anything, she's always like, this thing sucks. I can make it way better. And it's like, Mom, when are you going to finally learn to enjoy this fuck bang? I swear to God. Jesus. Okay, I had to come clean. I had to be honest. I didn't actually get hit by a stove when I was younger. This is where it gets uncomfortable. I had a conversation with my friends a while back, and we were talking about what was the worst things that our parents used to hit us with. And my mom, she used to hit me with a spatula. The very spatula that I use today to cook for her. And one of my friends, he's like, that's nothing, Neil. Have you ever been belted? Dude, you gotta try it. Like, fuck no, I've never been belted. Has everybody here been belted except me? Yes. You look like you've been belted. But anyways, we have another friend there. He's not saying anything. It's very uncomfortable, and he's very quiet. So I try to break the silence, and I ask him, like, hey, dude, what was the worst thing your parents hit you with, right? And he was like, oh, my parents, they never really hit me. And that's when I realized, oh, that's right. They hit him with the divorce. Thank you, clapping guy. And all of this, it really begs the question to me, and maybe to you guys, will I hit my kids? Well, the way I see it, there's like two possibilities. The ones that are taller than me, no, proud of them. The ones that are shorter than me, probably I'll get a divorce or something. I don't know. Okay, so enough about my mom. I don't want you to psychoanalyze me. I'm not projecting. My dad, a little bit about him. Does anyone here have a fat dad? Any fat dads? Sounds like a lot. Recently I saw pictures of my dad when he was much younger, when he was my age. And in those pictures, he's really skinny. And now he's really fat. And that has me really thinking, like, how did he get from point A then to like point B now, or I guess point F because he's fat? Like, it makes no sense to me. And I have a theory, like, okay, first things first, I don't really know how babies work, but I think what happens is the woman, so my mom gets pregnant, and I guess my dad also gets pregnant, and then my mom gives birth to me and it goes away and my dad just stays fat? I don't know much about babies, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. My dad, he used to always try to turn everything into a lesson. Everything has to be introspective, whatever the fuck. And I remember he was the one that taught me a long time ago how to drive. And he used to always say, Neil, there are two types of drivers in the world. There are passive drivers and aggressive drivers, but I want you to be right in the middle. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of clever. You know, he wants me to be the best of both worlds or whatever and be safe. And he's like, no, that's not what I said. I want you to be a passive-aggressive driver. And I'm like, what? No, what the fuck? Why would you say that? And he's like, Neil, passive-aggressive drivers get where they want to be. And I'm like, no, this is why the white people think we're bad at driving. This is your fault. You are ruining it for all of us. God. So as you can probably tell, I don't have the best relationship with my parents. I would say it's kind of like a love-hate relationship. Like my parents, they love each other. They just hate me. I told my dad that joke, and he was like trying to make it into a lesson or whatever. He's like, Neil, you cannot go on stage and say those things about us, about your parents. Do you know how disrespectful it is? You obviously know. We, as a couple, hate all of our children. Thank you so much, everybody.